Deo.
Meba
For Boko.
Benyamia
One BNC.
Yeah, the Yamia Sepa. Na ye who topic na me share food imports. Na me share production na ye say ya duane nso ye. Na me share baby are free. Especially with your unim. Me nam hwa na ye say dey ntina of my bit say come there is a man panyin na share ye say ye increase your food production. Yeah, shall free hona yen share any other issue you want to touch on.
Yo, minia edika na mamenchia one ahefo na ve menchia honorable ragane minia divine. Mejide ze nyame adom obi ahoye. Na o hwe yeduane sem ho asem a wo kan ya. E kamia ye se agwede se onyansapo na wo kan. Ghana no since time immemorial ye dia no be kan sem bebre but none ye na ye din and no hwe ne ma bi o nso a ai se ntwa ho no ekosa neba like state owned enterprise nyina nim ubohunu da bia aban adwuma bi e wo ho e ka na eba aban adwuma bi anya mfaso da aban bia ba ozo mesesa no behwe ama bibia ye obewi obekone na the same thing. That is because said the Okana, a Jaman for dream maybe a nemebu anane kana yeding. But I just hope say ye queer nimuno. And I'm more be bit you.
Exactly.
Tina see hunu say a numabu ha and crown crady. Na a buying pest or saji ya. Na a saya me yano. Because
overlap of
because one we are not the esina nebi says a bini gold border and some ebeya. Oba. Yentimin kansem ni ye go koko board okre da ho na ya ban dia na yenyine nim dia wo ho na yesa di gold board oba gold nso aye ton so aye se aban se beji ato but I think say yenyine se hwe kwan e be fa so e be boa
right
we na hwe successive government ya ka Ghana ye bia no ho nsem Obama met my catch was a Ghana se bio Ghana nyo man a eye se ye ka aduane ho asem a enka ye can say Ghana ye the bedroom rebu ahụ ebe kere aduane
ya start ekra
because odwene ho a won tiase o mo mbe bia miminu mienu fra ye free sa wo de bureaucracy adwaye a ade be che obekọ na efifi oba ye ha since time immemorial Obama have vetting from vetting ministerial appointment from 1994.
Yeah.
Omo ya appoint ye you omo nominees agree ministerial nominees no ministers no. The same thing and obi akwa woka. Debia. Oh mba Ghana de yen kreduane bio. But Obama ye be wie mfie 9. The same thing na ye west. Because we check it from 92 ba sa Sikania de Krania mano. It keeps going up.
Yeah.
And ne it drew revenue $157 million. It drew $1 billion. And ne $2 billion. Ekekako a big cry report to $3 billion.
3 billion imports.
Na they are na yani say. Osha agreka. Agrega kwa contribute about 21% of our GDP. And he said, oh yeah, aban biana. Where the adwuma nso a mabuno na se timamufo ya Ghana se ye nya se akuafo ma
they say so tio manfo jai
akuafo ma amanfo jai because minia ye hunu se mfaso eni so obi nya adwuma na obeye bet emwa no oni ebini ho o hwe enema ye kraba sa $2 billion a wokan o ma obekom no Syria nkwa millet oat emo eburo aye kra nkwa no eno nkwa abro $1 billion
1.2 billion
why enama ye wie e ka ko $700 million se Ghana ya wi enkoko funu ye made na onim o Ghana land size na ye ona you 222,505.33 kilometers square.
Yeah.
Out of Sasa, we are away. 157,225 kilometers square. Baby, I would the adhesia. Agric land. That is 69.1% of Yensasi. Yensasi as a would be a DB. No, ni my dear sir. Oshe on Maya Yenya or Bumui or ye imported Syria free hopper back Vietnam. Now, we have Vietnam land size. Omo land size, Omutimidria. A good informed dear, 39%. Just a year, 69% no Vietnam. A cra Syria free honor. Omunu cra 39%.
O Masasi, ultimate domani.
And you see, yeah, say 157 times 225 kilometers square no. Omunu di omutimidi dia 129,359 kilometers square. So it tells you what? Say Ghana, say adwen say ye beya. Ye betimi aye. Where from Operation Feed Yourself, you were champion 1972 ba.
Yeah.
O share you were JJ Rollins on so baye. Anamoa utu ye. Where omampanyi dada Akuffo anamontua utu ye. You were JJ Rollins no omampanyi dada Akuffo nyina ewe ni award.
Yes.
You were JJ Rollins then no de ko start UDS.
UDS.
Omampanyi Kuffo de so dan de ma ban no. In food, now so be asad now. You Akuffo by planting for food and jobs. A buying start here. So it tells you, say, problem no successive government will be a tries or be a who bibi, but at the end of the intimate twice there be. One, because many intimate for 9 in Sifom. See, I cannot cry. Because Mekai, there was a budgeter. You reckon for that again? I been say mo party, mo ya bande mo.
Young crabio.
Obama's okay.
Yeah.
E ko wi achiri no. Mini akwa abonti anya Vietnam ne Thailand mu ya na da so to. Uko supermarket anya no na.
Na dominate baby.
But the eye ni say ye nso ye mo kra ye process no. E de kra che no. But yempe and I ever process here we no so a born that dance no so. That is because yenya support bia from abai. Enti nipa no or the nay nyina bekom na afei na de no kwosoro. Ghana for so dey pa dey fo. Obama mezi azo akọ market. O hwe mu eda hoi say 5 kg 200 cedis. O befa back 5 kg 300 cedis. You will be tempted to take the buy the 200 cedis.
Na man kojumu a ye musao say e mo no de he na ede o o se de he na ne bo ofo because we both mu bi wo nti China for de na na beto.
Yes, enti ya aban no emfa ne nan si fom na ade a ye nim se e betimi anya bi wa ha no. One, my adwen se e bekra. That is because some of these investors now businessmen no kramo ba no. Most of them they sponsor the political parties.
Wow.
I'm telling you. Open secret. And the idea be on no or koyane ni ahwe ya na adwuma no businessman na the bokufu. And ntimi nye. Ya ba ni abeka ne sa. Ya wa ha kwa hafo. Mese body ya twa no sankore ni abom. Etim beka pese okrum. Edi be na wotwe na pro na sen.
Gu apatase.
Egu ho. One ekwan ne nye. Ye nimu pa sa ha ne anu anu gu. Be de akwan no.
Enye.
Yenye. Two, fesika ya tutugu. Hwe check Ministry of Agric omu budget from 2000 abepem ne. Ne bisa ho senti afi bia akra no se Ministry of Agric omu adwen so omu boy investor bia mana set up a processing factory. Ewo district bia samlinka district bia ne bi. Minu akota kire ne adroba. Ko ntosi ko kire wan hwe yedi ntosi babu. But ya tena ho sa ya betena ho obekọ ntosi no na asen na pro.
This is the bank crying.
Eti ye nyina no ne yesi ginaye. Na aban no biase ba bia wakoma wo no. Esa ho na wajapade nso ye ba bia wajapade ho na wakoma wo. yen to na mo na yen nim say ha na ye japade wo no ye sikasam ne nhise ye behye ne yemfa mo no nya dai enko ho se de be ye betime aduanuane no bebree because ye won sase no ye ya adwen say ye be ya ye betime aye dodo now where sa de we ya road asema ya ken kwemabunu a omudo omoye patra obi perfect ade adijuma onni bi but they talk as akese ye say they come monitoring babuna ye ready so obey adwuma but support ni ho enti ye hwe kwan ye befa so ye beboa na sa ne ma we nyina atimi asowe na fe so ukọ the various MMDAs are ye wade bia no mo ye friend local economic development
yes
LEDs eno no se ekuafo no niam omu hia no se bia boluba wa ye wa pekwan bi na wa supplier makuani no
yeah
e bia mu aba no wa supply na dia makuani no o hwe ba bi o ho because many times say under safety net you to anamo hwe emme your community ni bi o mu pemedua no pa no o nurse na o to amakuani no na o de adijuma
yeah
said the bear no so beboa ama o mu so atimi akomanim so these are some of the things are ban this ikashem na kofom na the various MMDAs no edi adwuma eno de affect kuani no directly enye nkrantena me bompa ye say ye wura Kopoku eno ya Greek minister one de Philip Adochi onim de ye kom ono so na was out ye ne tin onim
oyekuani onim mfudi a esen
onim ya kwan enti onim problems ekuafo ekom iti yempo na mo se de be ya sa problems we nyina no eto bedwa na ya hwe dia se ya de sa lip service we de bia ya na ekwa Obama I'm telling you 4 years beba say $2 billion
yes
e be hura ko $3 billion because de bia beba beka na de na mense ye beka ye betwere ibrofo akese ye ba team bebre di akire saafu okura sika no kura team set up a factory
monitoring
eti mesramo we mayemfa nye da bia na ye de amanyosem ebe ko ye dwumadi a ye di mu ade bi ho a ye nyina ye nkamum na ye moase de ebe ya ebe ye because ke ekua ne ye ya eye ma ye nyina enna hwe se emabunu nyina e free kuro kitomba kura kesim se sa factory si a ye kan ya satisfactory wo techere ya satisfactory wo peso krum babunu ni nim se mikoye adwuma no na se board no ba there is a factory readily available and the man obetimi process no ato atwa meka on free peso krum emma kumase so ba be pa adwuma ye
sa
enne mabunu ni bebra ye galamse ya Obama ye ka ho asem nyina ne se babunu no oni adwuma ye
adwuma bia ni ho
adwuma na opese wo ye no nso a onyamwa ofa no beko kukuom na hwe mabu na ye patra se ye boa sa mabu ni ya se ruba migration na de bia aka ho asem eto betwa sa Accra ni Kumasi ne Cape Coast ne Takoradi aye chokdi eto betwa because me minim say me dom factory no ho me dom a factory ne ba befa obeto no price kama de amame ama manya sika there is no way am free se bi no beko ana se kukom ana techere se me bankran e ba Kumasi abedipa
yeah
enti yentu na mo sa food problem we ye solve ne ba ko a ripple effects ne ye bebre eye bebre enne ye dollar sama de bia kan bebre na dollar kosro Obama de ndia ye kra ye di sika nyina ye sesa dollars ne de akra na denti na ye wa ha ne atimi kofa de o Holland dia oman ya wo masa ase no 3/4 eye nsuo ye Ghana ekofa aduane from Holland fo mom na me aduane yetia Burkina Faso ene yakofa nuane mini agye ne yakofa ne Senegal enti ebesre se yen nyina yen kamum ne emmoa se de be ya sa problem we eto betwa yenim se minuanu mo mabai they will come with their own policies are aban a odi kan no aya eboa no ye ba ye nto aso na bi ho ayen fa meka ho because no crane is planting for food and jobs no Obama boy
yeah
obeka ne nenso but Obama boy because me last year share farmers are omunya agric input me akra mi che bi ma binom o hwe omunya a fet edidi dwuma bebre aboa bebre enti di aboa no o hwe nuane na ye kra bebrebe na there should be that conscious attempt ne say nuane we ye kra ne bebrebe die ye make sure say be ye bi organ ha say the be ye kra no so be ye dey ebete
okay
na fe di omo so de be ye aka ho obeboa ama di edi kan na konanim no omo fa nkan say the be ye Ghana ebegum because Obama Ghana ye ya ayema ye nyina
Frank Adusi Pokunono. Also Obama, I really like how the DC is spitting West out. He's talking like a Ghanaian, but not a politician. We every vigilante, Nediano Diabano. Also, who is that man in the studio? I salute you. This is how we all have to tackle issues with facts and figures, not what politicians will tell us. He's a politician, Frank, a politician. Also, when people talk about Ghana not able to produce food, I laugh. Look at the land size that he mentioned. If we all can go into farming, who will go and import food? This is a country of people who are not lazy, but there is no support. You said the youth should venture into agric, whose land the chiefs have sold all to galamseyers. And also another issue. Abaso na man for a day ball. Mamenko honorable raga hona. Honorable say na no be sende adiama me lecture University of Education whenever. I said the story is that was send a picture bia Ghana ya donate 10,000 yam seeds yam adiama Trinidad and Tobago. Omo beji yam ha February. And was said the story is that some folks traveled to colonial Ghana in the 20th century and found a strong pre-existing oil palm industry. The Ghanaians then were among the leading oil palm producers and exporters in the world. The travelers requested for some palm seeds and learned the production methods and took it back home to establish their own plantations. They were from Malaysia. By the 21st century, nearly half of palm oil and its refined products consumed in Ghana were imported from Malaysia. We have given Trinidad and Tobago 10,000 seeds of yam. Let's wait in 50 years. Prof, 50 years ago, you best have to cry yam every year. Honorable, Mampanyi say 2 billion ye de kremiane. Yanhwe ya kombeba krum ha. Kwa be ni efa so because come there ba na ni braba.
Yo, medasi ozikan mechia oye weti fu na wona hwefu nyina na mezi ncheke semezama oye endi sama yoku na all other political parties na unya warabu ama oye ejumezi awo Ghana no so oboko nenyim oye asefim de oye Ghana or de yezi 2 billion yezi kra oye ezibana yankasa nyame ache na asase yantam ayibotumi yedua enyama wodo. But let's look at the genesis of it all.
Yeah.
And ayen mebu na yo Ghana, are we interested in agriculture? Has any government taken any steps out between or all the youth into agriculture now? Sasha, recently some few young men and women have gone into agriculture. How many are willing to go the extra mile? Azaya yaza bagana nyina yibotumi ya tuya wahara Frank kanwasem the yesha sasa yo ya yibotumi yazaye yitumi dua bibiara yenya ewaha. But mo oya yo in our mindset and the system and structures are able to support them to be able to that nyina no. They keep to be changing because every time we are different political party obeba nane policies are wa catch Ghana for the opedo ye no ono so obefa na odi mujuma ono so akoye. But my mother to say in there as much as possible. You ensure which of the systems or the policies or structures are in the long term.
Right.
Now, regardless of which political party overban, once Operation Feed Yourself was a good policy.
Yeah.
Check it there,
yes.
But this time around, if you have to tiles, you don't even have baby, able to meet even Kotumri.
To be any at it.
And so all these things are affecting the desire to be more agric oriented.
Yeah.
If I'd never agric with school grandpa, now you'll be a inimazi.
Yeah, for me.
Exactly. We made agriculture so bad looking. There will be no desire of producing agriculture on Tumunko. You're about to say, let's see how we can realign agric to our educational curriculum. Say, hey, in the ma, even your mubuna wonso, when you're beji, na utubuako or your agric. Say, in the ma, sika, or the Moses, we have all these school leavers or graduates also going into agriculture once over and Madame Skina on which Ningina over Mahama, let's pick one district, one factory.
Yeah.
Let's pick planting for food and jobs. The spirit behind planting for food and job was that you put me in Yamaya busy. Na yendu yemim yebenya oye ejuma yaye. Right? But actually MPP one policy was it was a good thing. The spirit was good there. But then what about the implementation?
Yeah.
The essence was reduced unemployment rate. And so such a statistics now, even though we had planting for food and jobs, unemployment rate was still rising. So does it mean people were not doing the planting for food and jobs? Extra food inflation was rising. Does it mean that we were not planting enough? And if these policies were good, and then there was the spirit behind it,
we'd have seen the effect.
Exactly. How come the impact is not felt? Naturally, there are structures be why I'm fun to ye, or the more the structures there to ye. Hey, let me tell you something. When you go to India or China, many of the factories, SMEs, are all India and China. They use only about $1 million to establish a factory.
1 million?
Just $1 million. 1 million. And if you are spending 2 billion to bring food to Ghana, then that is crazy. Honestly. If you are able to build a factory in India or China with $1 million, they should give $12 million to each respective region to look out for which of the areas now, today, one district, one factory, whatever, you have a factory to feed it. So that we look at the value addition.
Yeah.
We don't have to be able to do PPR. No one will convert into a finished product. No, you are saying if you are able to establish more factories in Ghana, dependent on our whatever resource or particular region, we are better off, and we will have a lot of buffer. Right. We would even be in a position to export to other countries. So what is the essence or what is the rationale behind that? Is it because of the exportation? If you are doing that by selling to them, vis-a-vis what you are also using to import into your country, is it feasible? Let's make agri very lucrative to the Ghanaian people. Right. Let's push more of the youth into going into agri. Since here we have the deputy minister for agri as somebody who's into farming.
Yeah.
He's already into the agri sector.
The main minister, not the born bred farmer.
Exactly. For him, all his life, he's a farmer. And now we have people who we believe with such experience, should be able to catapult what we have to do.
Yeah.
But because he has 2 billion, we cannot have other alternative ways of doing things. What they are planning to do is that they reduce the importation of oil is banned from abroad. It was in Shishay, a crew in Basa was at all. Daman Shishay, Yamia Dumi to Mizda, you feed the Obobwa, maybe also Wakoye. Only in the Pade, be your friend there. Agriculture for Economic Transformation Agenda.
Yes. Where
you be pia or ye mebumu to wako into agriculture. Now we all the necessary resources are born on what we feed the agribusiness sector, I would we feed oye ya food security. I am able to me abuama ezibano yen kotomba name yebezi or Ghana. Was it the Feed Ghana program? So Ozaba. The Feed Ghana program is something that operator drive more of mass production of Izbana Yezi or Ghana. And he is going to be a Yezi and we want to encourage people to go into more of that particular plantation.
What's the plan? Who is to plan? I mean, kind of manifesto no Feed Ghana, but who will plan? Is it on paper? And I say you will nipa because you need to know who and who will be targeted. So we will produce you.
Good. Well, they are coming up with this secretariat.
Okay.
Who will be responsible for Dama operation video program na Dama Ayita Yina.
Okay.
The essence in that we want to identify today planting for food and jobs.
Yes.
We want to identify respective areas. Yedua Dama and its Bania. About to feed into the respective factories now. What was a ban? The better is ban to move such a way it will be affordable.
Okay.
No be as soon as to Muato. There was a policy of Kokon Kitenkete tried to come in and Yenya or Union before was because of the word Kokon Kitenkete.
That's almost almost no more.
Exactly my point, because when we be one friend a Kokon Kitenkete, they will have a way of bringing their snowgarism. But as much as possible, we want to look at Akwenja, Yibenya Mebu Mutumwaye. There's no way about to man and Akuka winning in the door.
Sir.
Day. Akuka or Hekakraba and San Wotum.
Okay.
So if the government will there's an avenue, instead of your cooking, Yankasi Wotum Yanwa,
okay.
Now I'm Yemubu, Washon winning, may answer you to me a consumer. I don't think it's a very bad policy.
Okay.
Or the in Iabo Mozayan, Yanyan says it.
Okay.
Nayeshe, Nayatumupia, Moko.
Okay.
We are going to get some farm centers in specific areas. Once we my access in the Mayabudia, no one's who to my Tony. I am a dog, I see. Or youth in agric.
Okay.
You will make sure the Yemi won't be will go into Oye a Yenis Bana Yibezi and again Namaya.
Right.
I mean, I do not say policy to Mukoya. We feed a Yeren crack Oye is banning fee Amanoni Ibutia Oye $2 billion.
Honorable Raga and Otene Kano or say your friend or Addo or say honorable greetings to you. No, Raga, and no, I don't know. I say I'm Eben from La Paz. In fact, I have never seen a politician speak in Ghana like this man before. If he's in NPP, I'm convinced that there are times this youth will bring good policies to Ghana. He's for Ghana, but not for political propaganda. Kudos to you, Frank. Okay. Ose Obama, please remind Honorable Adusi Poku that he was DC for good 8 years in Asunafo. No, 8 years old. District about 4 years. So he should tell us some of the measures. I'm saying wabobo measures and so that safety net and adesa or modebaye or say we should stop talking now and go to start working. Isaac from Asante Bekwai, Nedia Odebaye and no. Or say please tell Mr. Nyako, Honorable Nyako, that all what he's saying is good, but it shouldn't be mouth talk, because we know politicians. Eric from Asante Agona. Okay, Agona Swedro. Frank, thank you for your good submission. When so, or say Obama, the problem is that when politicians go to the villages to do campaign, all what the chief will be asking for is road, not factories, to complement what the farmers there will be doing. Kofi Bedu. Or they buy and no. Or say, in fact, Frank, bravo, you speak like a Ghanaian, I like you. Or say, our leaders are too lazy. They need to revive and help our economy forward ever. They are also a day abandon. Divine. Mahu sa wado nsa sumuano sa ye kan aduane aye krai no ye nyina ye hu se ye nya ade
Bama. I'm the kind of maminchia ahwefo ne tifo. Right. Na member wo new production team abaso. Na me champion so a omodumedi isu. Na utie Honorable Frank and Honorable Raga submission on Musamuna. Na say why you say omakani nyina. But the truth is that Ghana problem na doso. Oka via upia bonti abeka ifoforo.
Yeah.
Na sa aduane sem ya ye ken amama ye a bit sad because we share all the factors any elements of production when it comes to agriculture.
Yes.
you ask yourself, say, why are we not self-sufficient at this point? Say, as a country, you know, baby and pempen so I do not just say you cried yani to the tune of if anything 2 point something billion dollars. Na am shishie. Na me de me gidi say kasa no de ne kanye din. Ye begina hai ye betumi akasa saa ye betumi ebobo nsem akire ya adwen se ne yepe. But at the end of the day no solutions no and Ghana for especially from those yato aba e de amom. Na Obama unim dientia as a country ni your baby away. It's the kind of mindset that your leaders and the leadership no about agric. Any senior omu treaty sector no ankasa. Now what we forget is as a country no your GDP since 1957 na independence. Wouldn't say we the contribution and the role of agric our GDP ni and economic outlay. Then economy be collapsing.
Agric ni free mo.
We agric sector kwa du fimwa. There is no economy.
There's a kakra ye impo no.
See, oshe fitikwame nkruma pensid bisi enda. Busia kesia project kesia ye. Any inshishaya kesia ye ni nyina no. Ni titiri no eye agric contribution any jinaso any de kwaje busia. See, the construction of even Akuffo Dam. So we the fact say you use Valco, the aluminium ya near wa. Agric engine so kesia ye ya constructed Akuffo Dam.
Okay.
Apart from that, ya kwaya kesia ya jehun busia kesia di ye kwan nyina no Akuffo. Agric in food ye ho niama. But you ask yourself, say, I didn't do some pempe so we. It's because sector no, you're incentivizing no. And you're man attractive. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And I quite say agric nangasa no kwakoya. I had to say sebi you de bia me masim bia me kan say okwa manone a. Enim di fo na ye ka pa mo no mtena se hye fidie ba wo ba ye part of Ghana ase ya omo mu siesie no sabi you e yo mo so omo ambo homa
de onim ho hwe
omo ko amanone aka na nkasa no yesi o obia wa ben onim ba wo ba Ghana ase ya sabi you de ono wan ko school no ono no fix can yi. You know why? Because I didn't be see investment de ko near making sure say various sectors no operation operate near benefited from no you take advantage. Last time Papa B say we do cocoa for more than 50 years ni only one single room our team they be Akuffo exploit omo and omo nya ho fa so bia unim say o say galamsey buy e ordinary asase we jai galamsey we jai cocoa onya foodie ni bio and ordinary asase no galamsey o say within 6 months obi amehwe and no pointed to a dine no
was it dine
was it 2-bedroom why so we took kwan e dey call some parts of this country who say aduane no most of the time na nyesi to be produce so apart from the fact that you have not been able to mechanize agriculture no ade ba kwa challenge no say how you even transport niama no unim say Accra no so to e bia bayire ti say ba ko 20 cedi 15 cedi
yeah
e be shock you say e be ka say ne bo edin dudu but in reality no Akuffo mo no manya say ne bo ti o
Debbie
Oko baza yendi honum na ofi bembela honum na o sane e dia ba oti dambai e sane aba me see one day recently me see me to bayere 20 cedis kotoku
wabua omo kra
you see so you ask yourself say adan na yenim say production na ekoso but aban no intake advantage me recommendation is say government must use its purchasing power to create environment for those businesses in agri sector to thrive. because sub government instructed, because government has mandate, because I never come in the government don't to me and say ABA or Becas or Bebonipa. So many things obey to me. Imagine the government issue a simple fiat. Now all my order say all our tertiary institutions, your second cycle institutions, your boarding schools, your prisons. Omunina na instructive say bibia idua e wo mem ha say ho asanya ma no na so mu use a you should one kasa bisa ho ye hospitals you ubehu the way a be boost too, because when there is ready market when there is demand people will supply because sometimes people produce nyama we no na maybe on be supply kra a challenge
I dey
they see Akuffo call agric my don business say eh ne ton no. Yeah. That's the question on movies answer net ton. Why ne better? In terms of production go form but almost should be on markets.
Na me se me ye afuo keto abi wo aburisro ho. Na me fansa wom. Kro bi ho efro ho pokrum.
Yes.
Omodo pineapple pa. E na hospital bi nso ensawom ho a. Na me call hospital na won nsawom no. Omode juice e wo fridge mu a omode ma yare fo no. Omoton bi so abonti ho. Me kwa na Ethiopia. Fruit juice na wo mu no. I may drive 2-3 minutes from Pokrom to Nsawam Hospital. Fridge kase fruit juice wo mu nyina e produce in Ethiopia, Egypt. Na Pokrom nso abrobe ne gu kwan ho. Na e ho na to ba kwa na ye de ba kwa chew.
So, on say na ye kan asem no. Nti a lot of factors. Na amaya bebidu some so but for me say ma agric no sector no ye attractive they di kind en foodie no beba na den e bisa se bema na ye attractive they di kind enkrofo na kasa o masetenam omo ye agric na kasa no the benefits om derive from agric na kasa no etesen eno su ehu hia na de di hobi oni se me ade ba kwa me ya ne se on say de bia ye betra na e kan agric on say mo ye forget say enkrofo no mo ye foodie no mo ti ba bi o saying na ye ya ma place one mo aye habitable la mo ti one mo so me feel say omo so mo ye temamufo say social amenities, basic social amenities I provide them obi who say me ye fo a me ba so be ko school papa bi wa ha hospital health facility bi e wa ha no mo be benefit from so no so ohia internet a obenya bi ohia network a if all these things are available and then they just say onye motivated say obe make sure say oye adwuma hwe unima dey ya ne say me no ti akra he say studio he janshie by so what to say owo aka obia na eye ti say yasoma owo no ana say enya de ye possible
David
na go to say si owo aka obia usually ne enya afomu for no waka om but him say ade e friend snake serum e dey some yare no ekokolebu omo ankasa omo pesua so no debi ni hono nti owo no be kanipa no a ya de no be fro ka ya de no namoa do you know why because serum no ehia freezing say freezing ono so light ni no nti etumi store e wo ne area mu
ne da begun kran
yes owo nkayen ne da ba beguji owo nka obia ho all these things enyina ye niama ehia say ye bon komo ne ye ka nsem about agric nsem a ye betumi aka
na amanfo nyi ni say me ntwawa no wo asem a wo kan footballer bi o wiska pa so pese owura agric mu o men church na ote ho ade ba ne team say osuo wo pa nti afuo mu de nti a kire say cycle wo na osuo no wo ne ka na aduro kra ni ho a
eduro ni ho
because farmers no work
no there be say ye friend say occupational hazard adwuma na omo ye no esusu so anso no bia no na oni na ye camp something about planting for food and jobs
yes
and honorable raga so ka policy NDC
feed Ghana
you know all of these things ni na no for me I believe say more of theoretical as opposed to being pragmatic measures I dey be go akwa because grammar no edoso wo ho hwe unim die ntia planting for food and jobs a failure no
tell me
unim say MPP for ye to abawi ansa na omo nkasa full soldiers ni Ghana for ewura some of them omo MC some DCs party chairman hono mo ko hu say sana fertilizers ye dem omo so omo farmer constituency for no igugu nkrofo dem and omo ton on the public market no more benefit from. So adia na kese omodema amount for the year juma no the year fumu no. Omunye last time near complaining about street lights in Accra, any part of Ayi. And now on na yako checking Auditor General's reports. Na indeed, you say omo produce over 30,000 streets, omo supply over 30,000 street lights at the Accra, Greater Accra, Titus Glover, Ebekai. And indeed, they have supplied though. But how do you just supply and for them?
Street light.
Street light, how can you just supply? What about the installation? So you see the gap.
Now street light, there's a demo the other.
There be see you buy no. You the my party for. You the I home light. You the my party for. It's your bad treasure Benya 10. The MC and now for no so bia. No so my best at 3.
Now who be na? Because street light there they so you create that demo the other.
See so bisa no. You bisa title global there. Okay, must supply 30,000 away. Or see you the ama districts no assemblies no. It means that come the echo. But what about the installation? I didn't know how they cook a imagine how the fertilizer co. Now the policy number. Now when it comes to the implementation, monitoring be a new supervision be a new one, be and check you be a appraiser be a need you medina at the end of the day no. Ubon so be crania manaba. Eddie fertilizer beba all the incrophobic round. And so benefit a microphone for mono omunya.
Okay.
Now the yani say me de bia me ka say we ya benefited from our Greek any scholarship ni ya mania mano ya ni ewie school ni wi na de pen esanso wia ewia efuomufo no sebi o omo ye ekuayo no imagine say you see cocoa sector administrative cost to more than the sector nankasa product the productive end no the other pen electronic ni photocopy boarding che akade e de mano. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you say yeti heyo yesi Cocoa Road ni aye o East Legon?
Cocoa Road
East Legon, go and check Auditor General's report. Cocoa Road no East Legon Road no ni yesi Cocoa Road.
Oh message where also Obama please ask Divine, do they forget all these plans when they come to power? Because there is a bridge in a town called Iwabra in the western region. It has broken since this Christmas. All our cocoa has been left in the bush in the various farms. We have been calling on the authorities for a long time. No call has been answered. We free kumreku nehona or the free buy.
Oh, and something tina me back to me ka say yen nyina ebetumi akasa. But
okay,
it's about the implementation, you know. And na unim me de bia me ka say Ghana a major problem we all ha no e procurement. See, obia nim solution, you know, but say idea so ye MPO so a minister, so a director, even so a grassroots person, na so no who are there benefiting directly from Jumedina Ekodinoa, and Fanny home. It's better so be proposing nice ideas, or train the benefit. I come before so Yakako to be obedient. Imagine say a street light. Nippano no in charge of street light. No, open them approve Nakoto street light. Down or provide the share. Ne kickback ebe ba no nyama ni bedua en fa ne ho say ye install fertilizer ono de so ba koto se ebe supply o se ye de ye adwuma o ntimi de agricade ya ye kan nyina no ye see ye bibi ni madam pan sani ye kika ni say ye ya ye kika fu no ye kika madam pan ye kika ni say ye me de me gidi say the powers that be omo ye in charge no omo beti ye nka na agri sector no omo twa mani akwakohwe because sometimes no it's so funny and ridiculous say a country like Ghana na you say yentumi produce bibia na imagine say Niger so ko Niger da me dem akohoda ko hwe sai ho fini isuo kra is a challenge for them isuo desert so na ho omo no mo brain tomato omo no mo brain Jenny onion. It doesn't make sense.
$300 million.
It doesn't make sense. And make sense. Intermediate. Send a word John Dramani Mahama. Yes, he did away there so. Or also.
Okay.
Mr. Ren say beyond the talk on the ABR, the lamentation. Ye per se on put in place pragmatic measures. On be make sure say agree ebe attractive. Na so fast one so no akoso.
Okay. Meda say divine Nkrumah na wote ne nka no ye ba Ghana at 68 ochina ye celebration ye be so ene ehonsem ose Obama I'm Kwame ana Kwabena Jima from Nkoko Kwabena Jima ose please tell Honorable Nyakon Raga that what he's saying about feed Ghana blah 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 has been recorded. Oh, he shouldn't forget. You. I say, Honorable Frank Adusi Poku is speaking from experience and knowledge. He did well for Asunafo South. Kudos. Nana Obuobo Sompim, Ahafu Kukum, and Odifri Bai. Was all the youth are only interested in Galamsey, gather and sell. Obama, good morning to you and the panelists, Mr. Nyakon and Frank, that I need help to grow my food. Abena Edifri Takwa, and Odiaba. Abena help Ubeya, with the so-called district. I say, good morning, Obama. We the youth want to venture into agric, but no support. When I completed university, I wanted to venture into agric, but even to get land to start was a problem. I started small and I sat home for 10 years. I've now gotten a job. Fast forward now, I decided to plant okra with a teacher friend. We got a land and the seeds to start, but water to irrigate the plants has also become a problem since it's not raining. The okra places have all died because there is no support from anywhere. How can we grow as a country? Watching from Asalam down, Kofi Opon, Nediano. Reverend Samuel, Reverend Dr. Samuel, or say from Precious Cornerstone Church, Ufuman, Techima Enough, Nodi Free. Or say, in fact, I've really enjoyed the show this morning. This is what Ghanaians are expecting from politicians. I think some of the leaders are listening. You people shouldn't give up. I know this show will end with praise. Greetings to Dr. Kweku Otin. Messages in Eddie Baby Nana Eba. I say last one, Nansan Maba, second partner. Sadiq, I'm a farmer and I give you inputs to farm. Have I created a job? My brother, we must be serious as a nation to make sure that those on the streets, the youth who really want to work should be the target. We need to create an enabling environment and make farming attractive for people to develop interest. Agric is an action job, not talking. If anyone is interested to go into farming, he should contact me for advice. No. Question so question University of Ghana, Legon. There be a message yes. Any country that makes English compulsory and agric optional. We only talk on empty stomach. And I'll pay chow. Ghana at 68. They say the MC. And then in our mind, Honorable Frank, Ghana at 68. And near my higher challenges are my or Chinamini, say best TB.
Yo, Binya Medase. Say, Beko Ghana at 68 and so. But there be a make say Mahama was a very good chance. Say Osesa Ghana Yeshebre.
Okay.
That is because Wabeyebi and our Kwechiri and our Saba and Wabano Uncle Biu. They are have politicians as a Ubesa Kubiwa. Ragati, honorable Ragati, and never what him so no by a barber. What do you mean? Osha yum Fudia Samaya Kenya.
Yes.
The entire Abino
honorable way there, rude intervention. Mean Chawan, not you a friend say divine air can't say be about street lights. Obia send a video from a Saman Kese. Omako sees street lights from party office. Na Ocha Bibia the Abandon.
First vice chairman.
Obama say some of these things.
And you know, and your man the buy says sewing machine farmer artisans and your momo pamadi.
Na street light they all pack here.
And you know, come fan call into a policy need the almost draft on paper.
Okay. Now that may doubt too, but
no.
I have videos, a lot of videos.
A human institution.
Okay.
Entina adia babwa amom puntu abano. De bia ne ana meka say ye my nyana manyosem. So no.
Yeah.
O fie o bob wadum. Se bi o hia bob aso. Obi betimi aba ba attack o. Waje bob no okoton. Ni nyina ya ade a security agent the basa na omunso mfom na nsi form na ye party for no so no enema bi o ha ye nhwe oman no mum ma ye mfa party sam enkomu bebre
right
o hwe de ntia ye ntimi mbanne saa emfudie saa niema ye kokraba no because one ye so export niema ko and two so the American businessmen na omo yes omo krasa niema ne ban omo na hihia amanyofo nachi
yeah
and three niema na ye ba no ukọ on the shelves in the open market ne bo wo fom e chen de ne ha no
okay
it is aban betimi aboa pa just ye make sure a deliberate attempt to make sure say ye niema na ye dua ne ha no ye betimi a processing ye
yes
ye bema se bi o kan hwe na menu e ka bayira wo beto free ye ndi kwan so odo wato 20 cedi onya bebiri be bedun kran ba ko pe 20 Ghana
45
what bisa ho say e kwan na free ho e ba no e bia de driver ni beje kuani na na say de wato ade na nsa from farm gate o de duru ha no say bi o so obi anya adwuma moka o de be hye emfudie ni mu nti baba price ne be dey e be kosro nti there should be that deliberate attempt from government na yam making sure say sa ni me aye feed Ghana one nomenclature change of names so hunu yenim ukọ the district agric directors are omu wo ekuafo omu ye adwuma o in the various ubisa agric director bi odebema they have the list omu wo ye omu the tablets omu dem register all the farmers they know amanyofo we know but the obi aba planting for food and jobs mean changing nam ne feed Ghana. There's a meme nam feed Ghana ne buy the same thing.
Planting for food and jobs, so
that is it. Adentin ni pan nenso na ba ho no planting for food and achieve success. But nenso ho te say the name ni e veke. Adana nenso na wo ho no yam policy no. Ne ntimi nya na mfaso ne ma. Waba. O yo no de foforo aba foforo no so na problem aye dey. Aba ne eja ho ne ekọ. Iti ye nyina ye ntu anamon se de be bebo. Minia Ghana at 68.
Yeah, for 5 minutes been born so.
I said 5 minutes will dear you.
Oh, divine. Divine.
I
5 minutes will dear you.
Or the 3 at once no.
Yeah, I have focus wa. Ana wa. I have focus.
Some even
Ghana 68. Ochina. Oman benyi beka sabengwa. Menya profit. But over near ma ochina oman benyi beka. Na ko he from 2000 and 96 ye mante parade bia de jeje kan ye de Akuffo kan ye de Era Mills kan ye de Era Akuffo Addo back de Mahama the team the same thing. That is the truth.
For 30 years.
The same thing. Obi ba no ya ayete say obi sako nanimu a no ya sane atwen ni abechi. That is the issue with Ghana. Because yama politics no ediyedam we are so partisan. Enti ade na wo ho no ye nyina nim say Ghana ya charted this part and ebebo am ya koanim. We be ko nanim minim say multi-party democracy no and emwa ye you. Because I say we ba be dim fie nwotwe obeya akwa na we aba na abanachi. Na he de ekoso we president bi aba de bo buy no one eso damage no. Is that an answer state of the nation so tie. Bo je na honorable raga mo bu mu nsem say ya.
Yes said you.
Yes said you why na wi a. Say the be because do ye kure buy na de na say ntia fi ni bi ni.
Musum be ye bisa.
That has been the tradition. Meanwhile, on Ukraine 2013, and Era Mills crown the war no buy no. Ocean the State of the Nation address on Monday 2013, and the State of the Nation address on the man last week, the same thing. Yeah, best right. Ghana ye nim ye how. Minia, oh, Bagana ha, sa National Development Planning Commissioner. Oh, buy a constitution matter 86-87.
Yeah.
Oh, here National Development Planning Commission Act now 1994 Act 479 now. Yeah. Ghana kwaya yes ye fa so koye nimu no. It is there court National Planning Commission na kohe. Development Planning Commission. Purpose na ye if in a bond da.
They say Nimo no Thompson and Amboa. Wasamba.
Hey, so na partisan. Me who ye and can National Development Planning Commission documented the whole. I know nature Ghana kwaya yam faso. Ni yam kwe ni muno. And can party be a crowd bar or manifesto yes and can quote teasy from that document. Because you see, I feel in the next 10 years industrialization. And to manifesto to make sure say industrialization no bet easier free. But we're there, Baba. On the honorable Raga can say Utiene some indirectly no. One is one factory or rubbish no. A buy and I'm fan fast one. Oh, sir. Oh, we are communicator. I know. So on car was on Casaro. Was a jobs no crano and credit.
It's me and fan
Because
fast.
it was a good initiative. Name implementation.
And you are saying,
That means no.
what's say?
Implementation.
Because I say, me bisa Obama kwe kumfi pineapple factory no. Farmers no in create adwuma home.
Of course.
Factory no a kumfi pineapple do any market.
Yeah.
Yentobi. Minia ko gihok. Gihok so who can say state ya aboka no bia.
Aboka no ka ho.
Hwe gihok mo product divine. Say this okoye order. Demand ni so high say so mo ya wholesale no. This o mo koye order ansa na ba. Aban de sika kwose mu no. Aboa. So adentina ade e beboaye no. Ye make sure say ye betoa so. Pese ye say ye ba be set on so o mu ba be set secretary. And they the same thing. Is it not the same thing? And ya more politics na ye say ade e beboaye no ye ntoa so. Enti ye besre. Ye Mahama me say or what the perfect opportunity to change the destiny of this country. Because nyame waba ukwati na chire no mfunso bia wo ye no tie chire no hu e na waba enti waba we nso de onsa nkobi no aka se me kogina bato a oko ye kam mo nwa ni gubo no aba no abebi we de nya se biu enti ye nto na mo se de be ya Ghana ibenya dache na amanyosem no de ye de aba fom kakra because wabo nto na Ghana fo ato aba ma Oba Metias is here.
I have 4 times.
Oh, divine. So,
1 minute. Obey is here. Obi ade and then so the first time.
Oh, we are special dispensation.
Na o rapia mama no.
Na me rapia no. Twenne. Entoa ye pesi nya tumi ayebo. Aye de se be me kopo oba no. Obama say we nim land. So santema na ibi. So ni si ID.
Obey ni sa.
Obe kan sam na de unya ni wi aba enyom na sesa.
Campaign after election no campaign.
He should make sure say ya to Obama come and fix the problem. Eno ni ade aye hwehwe.
Okay.
Na ye nyai excuses na ye de man. When the messages Obama ba me phone so enkra wo mu ye adwuma ye dwumodi. They are crying. But the party some come. Here obi cry obi anya an appointment letter as at August. Na salary crabo ni confirmation letter ba.
Okay.
Medase. Party.
Medase.
E die nyina enka mum na say the make an Ghana ye ya. E ma ye nyina medase.
Medase. Yo, Pokuse Minister for Street Light Divine. Honorable Raga. Ghana at 68. Frank akakane dia kwa kogu or say mampanyi wa perfect opportunity we there modi emu na edu na say em say twan say be e de obehye no ne because Cape Coast for no message e be bi o so mo o say aka bebre
o Cape Coast ne kole krote for de ani mo ni ukra
Cape Coast
atamozu reje ne ura Rollins ba edion
Oh,
that me do time mama o tu man fa wa fa
you the Ghana 68 Ghana co a lot of milestones across the world. Na or the to me etno na ye there all this number of years na banana money tu ya okoye na wankoye and what can change the dynamics of our destiny as Ghana. And I think one of the Inyama Honorable Kenya Minyajo, and I said it the last time I was on the studio there.
Yeah.
There's only one Ghanaian. I was president 3 times. One Ghanaian. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah.
That means he has a lot of experience Akuffo so akatse no when you more kori one koye obotuma aba no aba yemu adwuma. So for me, I know he's going to deliver this time around. And Nyama Kakroze Akuffo no is trying to portray his poise for action. I am meeting them for the lamentation. I just don't get what is going on.
Yeah.
You are supposed to come and see the state. And it was the state here, Mama. Damna mobile botwe. Into member Ghana for the Damna mobile tree. Name man Namuni and Musumutu Namzaiden, Mazabu Monyamoye. That is the state of the nation address to tell us how the state is like as you've been able to assume position.
Yeah.
And I think that is what he did over there. Maybe I can there. What is the direction of Ghana now after 68 years?
That's the most important.
And see, if indeed Yemabuni Yejuma, and statistically, our youth are not working. Look at free SHS. It near a lot of, it's on 3 pillars: access, quality, and equity.
Yeah.
We get so many students away from free SHS. They are supposed to go into the tertiary. And statistically, even we have over 300,000 students that want to manko tertiary. Right? What is the nation doing to ensure that they must also embrace the Daman Kofi? No one wants to add up to the productivity of Ghana in a direction of growth. Me feel there, we should stop the lamentation. Since your baby you didn't, what is our problems? You're not confident. You're education to them. You're technology to them. You're inclusiveness to them. That partisanship and what to them. Why are we allowing partisanship to spoil BBR or a respective workplace? Since your hospital grandpa, he said there was a NDC doctor no show, say MPP doctor no show, and Jana Asamato. We need to focus on the development of Ghana, in my opinion, until you're able to task, regardless of which political divide you are. And I think that is what the president has started. There's a national dialogue. National dialogue, every stakeholder, Ghana Biara, or there's unfortunately for Yen MPP minority or parliament, they seem not to be interested in anything and this for you. Your call workshop, Nancyara, they did not turn up. We are supposed
the economic forum.
No, the training for all MPs at home.
Orientation, yeah.
Orientation.
Yeah.
You boycotted. You have first-time MPs. And they don't even know out there your parliament. And that's the opportunity for you to learn what you have to learn.
Okay.
Because of partisanship, anchor. Then you stand in parliament and then disgrace yourself. And if we decide to be too partisan, as much as possible, let's come together. We need to get a technology hub. What are we doing about it? What is the extent? What else can we do? They are access to education. Are they having a Wi-Fi to be able to access information? Do they have access to the books? How are we aligning to the current issues in our country, not outside? We need to tailor the curriculum to suit our problems here. I am we solve problem. Another old school. You give them a task as which particular sector each respective university or institution should seem to be tackling.
Yeah.
Now you answer to me on direction of Boko and Magano Wakwe.
Okay.
If there 68 years, and ammonia is excellence way to there. As much as possible, we spend too much money in organizing this anniversary and all that into feed you're able to scan that, you're able to use scan. Yes, and I'm also commending him for the number of ministers wafa over the one you feed you are able to have what the previous government had. Not on so before on so obabwa. As much as possible. Ghana first.
Ghana first. Go higher, Raga. Good work to you. Way free gold. Oba or the free Oba gold or the free Cape Coast the Aba na okay. Me first me fa message we na me reho kakra na memra divine. So I say pensioner. Na I've listened to all your panelists. I'm Mr. J from Ajumako. I'm a pensioner and trying very hard to do farming after coming home since 2015. Last year, I was able to make a plantain farm for about 3 poles, and my problem was we couldn't get anyone to purchase them. And sometimes we go to the farms to see birds feeding on the ripe plantain because no one is willing to walk all the way to the farm. And moreover, to carry them back to sell. So we always plan for the birds to eat and enjoy. We continue to talk, but the problem always continue to be roads, transporting and purchasing. Leaders, wake up. We are suffering. Pensioner, and I just say, okay, 2015 now. More than almost 70 years.
Yeah.
Divine.
Ghana
68.
It's sad. Message I was talking about a mine be using the purchasing power.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you produce then ready marketing also in the home. And sometimes cost of production also crown. I too expensive. Yeah. Obama make us natural. When him say Obeka say who produce exercise book. Ghana.
Yeah.
Ne wedding chain exercise book ade fi India ade afa eposo saa afa China afa US abe stop it aba South Africa.
Why?
Yes, we were asking why.
Because
it doesn't make sense. Say ade a wo produce Ghana ha say you the befa ship mu the same thing. Now in terms even the printing industry they are also struggling. It affect once na honorable Frank talk about rice. Say the air Ghana has you obey in a modest way, but obey you no cost of production.
Yes.
Now at least or tonwa ne wedding. And you say wash down will increase no. But okaso reduce no so challenge beba. And sustain the business no. Intini ehwe na imagine say na cocoa board wa de bi omo ye cocoa clinic in the hospitals ne. Imagine say cocoa clinic no is enough kanishi. Na cocoa no baby eduano no. Omo clinics na we here be hu say cocoa no na provide this
faso na
beba so no mu benefit from
the way o kan ask me me kato short Obama bambe district you produce national and regional best cocoa farmers 12 from Nobeko to Sankwari and the kwine that mitimi ya you go so from Sankwari to Aboom e kwine nye e ho so na Ghana cocoa
best cocoa farmers so with the agric minister the chrome nti e be hwe de be si ho
ubisa na ka ADB or mabusia enye eye fomu for the mob near the my businesses it doesn't make sense. Ghana 60 say Ghana sebi 68 years enko nipa okọ pension e ma 8 years kura ba beto so they say me on say na ye can bibia say politicize bibia me mean can about politics and then me can about young Ghana for Yankasa and contribution. See, because when you talk about mine, is the amalgamation of several elements and factors. And now the boom where Becca so we any man friend of mine because in there can say we mean young if you no more. That's where you make few more Ghana and Kahon. So we mean if you know for few more. That's also you mean ya don't na and Ghana one and ye Ghana bio.
Yes.
Dear hear me say and come on person me and say. As Ghanaian, wherever you find yourself, o contribution a de Ghana no saying na wonso bo Ghana in koso.
Okay.
When him say sometimes they be one man here see obi a lecturer, obi a doctor, obi MC, obi a C, and we make it look like omo pe no adwuma important. To say what here see we a journalist, we adwuma ye. See, the oya kaya yi, the oton I sort out traffic mu, obi a adwuma hu hia.
Yeah.
And Addo were done on me during the COVID time.
Yes.
Unim sa time na you see declare 1 week
a lockdown.
Imagine say sometimes now I was driving. Ubet me driving from Adenta to Accra na ohunipa bako. Now Pinsuato is common.
Yes.
It's called the befi hifa na aba. Inko be in that traffic mo benya bi hifa. Intimidate me nyame and then they say ye nyina no Ghana for no. Ye mwa because ye can memu nyina memu efa ye ho
sir
hwe se wo to ade o traffic mu okwabrane nim se ade o to traffic yi mu asa bi because e ka me moving ti na o de ade fo ama onso se o ye Ghana ni bi ye complain about Ghana obi ton aduane no use enfudie rotten niama arotte no de nua aduane se ni nua embedi because of say ombu ni nua e fa so amemu any Ghana some na ye can start with you. Me nya me say wo ya wofo a sabi o hwa wo ba yi.
Okay.
Omo nso a sabi emema omo ne ema awo omo nhwe omo ma because outcome no society na be
Divine's golden rule no biem.
omo make sure so mo show mo ma woni obi akowo na se wa na okori e wa yi mesere wa wo ba hwe akola no woni nko no ho
okay
because be hwe obi no o ria ne niama basa on pay attention to enkola ono ankasa awo mu
yeah
enna u go beyond that e ma ne nso se si ano so mo ho no mo nso no make sure so mo ne papa ba ko na wo akola no because you see answer confusion so our system ni mu no I didn't na ye subayo ye ka about everything we talk about the politician but ye anka say ye ka ho hwe enam no ka say me listing am bi hwe fitani odo ka akoma no no obu part ni say ye kra no no aye say no de asama ba
be boni de
e wo nipa ni tiri me no ka sa odi messing o ka che o say o ka say concrete onya 100 bags obekọ no aberi 30 ewo ahwiani mu no de aka na ko carpenter ni no wiaw hwe fire service ni otuka yesi problem na ba no okọ hydrant o ko che nsuo na nyese o de ko che free no de house to house distribution eji unsika police ni ete honum no ayete say I catch you you know ote kwanin chen
okay
no omo kosi problem and maybe okay say Madina
yeah
nkofo ko demonstration bi about food bridge bi na esi and then obeko food bridge no you utilize it bio and no sa net na ya to partition the road no nkofo twani nyina no mo na mase mi wa CCTV camera o sa police no hwe CCTV camera no nti omo hwe te sa asema ba na sa asema so ba na ekoso omo tibi hwe bone no
okay
eno eko nchenhwe
Fasima
oye medicine unim say hia me medical doctor obi a medical doctor na or hwe patient I so twanani edhwe ni yi hwe say medical doctor obi abuku appointment because our girlfriend bi afra weja honom na weja no ho mi wa na nipa na ewu no akwa kuku and then public service ni ye nyina complain imagine say obeko public service na ope ebia ukọ befend registry ukọ institution bi pe say render service immigration service obi ai no kuntan service na so ye man Ghana ni enya no so fa so no onye not one mi wa oba no complain about another person ECG ni obi per meter wa would say meter no o charge wa jinisika na at the end of the day ECG ni o jinisika wie no imagine say otua wie ye no na on ni din enche system no aba be catch no
morning show host o time aso na o so na o gasa
mama bacho asema okay na very important
very important no so the shot
for no de kwa half no half configuration na
no sama na bro so
it's all about national character Ghana was our national character we don't have one
first yes we are hospitable ni humility
sir
is it dear
see akra so oni obi wo meet na time ni she say 2:33 you don't even know time I here
right
but honestly we need to build our national character
right
and that thing must happen so that we'll be able to see that because all your Ghanaian that is how you are supposed to be
me alisa ordinary Ghanaian ne wo ho no dwen se amanyoni ana panyi bi sisi wo man no
nti ono so nya
edu ono so nya wa
no ono so de